Greetings, welcome to the Afro-Scot podcast. This is episode 6. We're going to talk about disappearance of African identity in the defense section. So, I believe that we're all a product of our social and economic milieu, and the people you hang around with definitely 100% affects your behavior and how you view yourself. If you hang around friends who bully you and make you feel smaller than you are, then of course, you're not going to really feel proud of being an African, especially if they're quite racist. I mean, when I say racist, I don't mean, I don't mean like they put you in the corner and don't say anything to you. I mean that it's just slight jabs, slight insults, that you might see as harmless because you're outnumbered in the group. But actually, over time, this really starts to affect you as a person. Really starts to dig into you as a person, and then you start not wanting to look African, especially if they make fun of your features, make fun of your food, your culture, and because you're outnumbered, you want to conform and try and fit in. So you just start acting like them. You might feel like you have to act like you're Scottish or you're European or American or whatever. You might feel like you have to act exactly that way, and you start veering away from what makes you, what makes you unique. And you start being a trailblazer. Now, of course, you don't want to feel lonely, because I believe that's one of the main reasons why people kind of have to conform and hang around people that they don't really like. You need to ask yourself, do you feel good right now hanging around these people? When I was growing up, I used to hang around people who were very racist, who put me down and tried to make me feel bad about my features and stuff like that. And my culture as well, my food and my accent. So in order not to feel lonely, to have some friends, I started to conform, but deep down it didn't feel very, very good. Deep down, I didn't feel myself. And eventually you have to go on that journey to really find yourself. Another reason, we're not just going to blame anybody who's white or Scottish. We have to also blame some Africans as well. Some of your African friends might talk bad about Africa and make fun of it, because obviously their parents probably didn't really encourage that African side of them. So they might talk bad about it, say negative things, say some really stupid jokes that, that's in films and media and different newspapers. You see some jokes about Africa, and a lot of Africans like to play into that. I don't know why, but if your African friends aren't very encouraging on that side either, and they feel ashamed of being African, so will you. So how can we fix this? Well, the way we can fix this is really by hanging around people who talk positively about Africa. They say positive things. They celebrate the culture. They don't feel ashamed of it. They can say that when they talk about Africa, their eyes light up. Their face becomes animated. And not just Africans as well. I hang around with Scottish people who are very accepting of people's culture and differences. They want to know about Africa. They want to understand it more. They're curious. They let go of all the preconceived judgments and really try to understand it. Try to get to know you. And when you hang around people like this, it starts to really build up the belief in yourself and the belief in who you are as a person. You can look in the mirror and be proud of what you see. So that's how I believe you can fix this, by hanging around the right people.